What's up everyone, it's me, Phantom Leslie, and welcome back to another Steven Universe related video. Today we're going to be counting down the top 5 episodes from the Summer of Steven. Now before we start the list, everything in this video is my personal opinion. And I'm sorry if your favorite episode from the Summer of Steven is not on the list. Now again, before starting, I would like to warn you guys, yesterday I got braces, so my recording isn't going to be that good for a while, at least until I get my braces off, which is going to be a year and a half from now. But, I'm still going to make videos, I'm not going to let anything prohibit me from making videos. So anyways, and I know that I'm currently making this, before the airing of Know Your Fusion, which means the Summer of Steven isn't officially over. But I don't really think that Know Your Fusion is going to top these 5 episodes, or at least in my opinion. Now without further ado, let's hop straight into the list. At number 5 we have Mr. Greg. What can I say, it's an adorable episode, and not to mention a musical one. Which, by the way, this episode features probably the best song in the entire series. Would you like a burger from Pepe's Burgers? Sorry for my terrible singing, but that song is just a masterpiece. Wait, you thought I was talking about It's Over, Isn't It? Why? Nah, I'm kidding. It's Over, Isn't It probably holds a spot, personally to me, next to Stronger Than You. But this episode is on this list because it finally buries the hatchet between Greg and Rose, something we've known has always been there from seasons 1 through 2 to 3, and in season 3, but it's nice that they finally addressed that. My only complaint with that, however, is I feel this should have been something dragged out through a few more episodes rather than fixed altogether in one. But then again, it's really nice to have Greg and Pearl, conversating with each other and being nice to each other. So that's why this episode is on this list. It's a good episode, and now we're moving on to number 4. At number 4, we have Crack the Whip. Crack the Whip is the beginning of Amethyst's major arc during the Steven nuke. Her arc begins by facing Jasper in this episode. Jasper just obliterates Amethyst, nonetheless while talking down to her, and making Amethyst feel like she's nothing more than a runt or an overcooked quartz. This makes Amethyst feel like she's not needed among the crystal gems, mostly because Steven and Connie, or Stevani, fused and defeated Jasper all on their own, whereas she couldn't do anything to stop Jasper. This makes Amethyst feel like she's not needed, and over the course of the next few episodes, she is obsessed with trying to beat Jasper. It isn't until a few episodes later that this is resolved. Also, this episode is here because this episode gave us Stevani in action, and none other than fighting Jasper. At number 3, we have Monster Reunion. It's no surprise because Monster Buddies is actually one of my favorite episodes of the entire series, so it's no surprise that Monster Reunion snuck its way onto this list, and snuck its way into my heart. This episode was a very sad one. In this episode, Steven regains his healing powers and tries to heal the Centipedal, one of the corrupted gems we saw featured in the first ever episode of Steven Universe Gem Glow, and in the episode Monster Buddies. Although healing her doesn't go to his expectations. Although she is healed to the point where she does have a more humanoid form, and she's able to actually communicate with Steven through the means of drawing. And it is through these drawings that we learn her backstory, and it is a rather sad one. We also learn through her, and by Pearl earlier stating in the episode, that it is because of the diamonds that the corrupted gems are corrupted. I can't be the only one who wants the diamonds dead for making Cinti cry, right? Please tell me I'm not. Okay, I'll shut up. Next slot, please. And at number 2, we have the episode that I was most excited to see in the Steven nuke. Now, I was so excited for the episode Bismuth that the title card got me to the point where I had to pause the episode and take in a deep breath. Just seeing Bismuth, this long speculated character that we saw in Lion's Mane, staring Steven straight in the face and having this ominous music in the background along with this title card overhead just got me really excited and pumped for the episode. Of course, my excitement only grew as the episode went on, and we get to learn more about Bismuth and why she was bubbled and how she played a part in the war, and there was just so much lore in this episode. Of course, what else could you expect from the 100th episode of Steven Universe? I really don't think they could have done anything better for the 100th episode, and I'm really glad it was this episode. But as for Bismuth herself as a character, I feel that we need to see her again in later episodes. I feel she needs to be a bit more fleshed out, and that can only be done by putting her in at least 1 or 2 more episodes. I would love to see how she interacts with the Crystal Gems now that they know that she was bubbled by Rose and how all this stuff went down between her and Rose Quartz. I would love to see that interaction now. That being said, let's find out what, in my opinion, is the best episode in Steven's Summer Adventures. And the number 1 episode from the Steven Nuke, in my opinion, is Earthlings. Now, where's Beta? Well, Beta, in my opinion, is more like an appetizer, whereas Earthlings is the full course meal. I was amazed about how much they fit into this 11-minute episode. Everything is like jam-packed into Earthlings, whereas in Beta, it's a calm, cool, relaxing episode until the end where Jasper appears. Now, Earthlings, on the other hand, fit a new fusion in the form of Smoky Quartz, who I could not get enough of, by the way. They fit Jasper fusing with a corrupted gem, which we did not know was possible, and they fit her corruption all into 1 episode. And not only that, but they were also able to fit in Amethyst's character development, which finished her arc, which started in Crack the Whip. All of this was jam-packed into 1 episode, and yet it did not feel like too much was put into 1 episode. The pacing was amazing, it was handled well, every moment was just back to back to back, and it was awesome. This is definitely one of the best episodes I've ever seen in the show, and it's definitely in my top 10. So, let me know what you guys thought of the Steven Nuke or Steven's Summer Adventures in the comment section down below. Let me know if you guys had a good time watching these episodes, and let me know if you're excited for Season 4's air date later this month, or I think it's actually next week, which is really early. Wow, the longest hiatus we've ever had, guys. A week. Yeah. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below, and while you're there, maybe even subscribe if you're new. If you guys want to see more Steven Universe, or just top 5s and top 10s in generals, maybe even not Steven Universe related ones, but you know, just top 5s and top 10s on other things, like maybe Star vs. Forces of Evil or some other shows that you'd like me to make these kind of videos on, let me know in the comment section. I should do a lot more of these because they do bring a lot of attention to the channel. It's just these take a lot longer to make than other videos like vlogs and theories. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I did spend a lot of time making this. Anyways guys, as always, I've been your host, Phantom Leslie, and I'm out. Peace.